Maricopa County getting ready for a third sheriff in less than a decade. Paul Penzone left before his term was up, and Russ Skinner switched parties to replace him, but then lost the primary last night.
That, of course, now sets up a November matchup between Democrat Tyler Kamp, a former Phoenix police lieutenant, and Republican Jerry Sheridan, former Sheriff Arpaio's second in command. So whoever wins will inherit a department under federal oversight, and it has come at a real cost. Investigator Amy Cutler's reported extensively on the Federal Monitor. So where did these two candidates stand?
Yeah, both of these candidates agree on the goal here, coming into compliance with the lawsuit and bringing an end to this oversight. That oversight has to date cost taxpayers more than $315 million. While you might expect public safety to be front and center in a race for sheriff, a federal lawsuit and court-appointed monitor loom large. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office has been under that microscope for more than a decade. The next sheriff, whether it's Tyler Kamp, a longtime former Phoenix police officer, or Jerry Sheridan, former Sheriff Joe Arpaio's number 2, they'll have to deal with it.
This is a problem.
Kamp addressed the issue at a Democratic debate last month. So what would he do about the large backlog of internal misconduct investigations?
Train and empower some of our frontline supervisors to deal with some of the lower end misconduct complaints.
As Arizona's Family Investigates reported, there are nearly 1,400 cases that make up that backlog and more than 300 new complaints that come in every year.
We're the chief deputy to Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Right. As the chief deputy, I'm the one not calling the shots. Just so you know, that's how that works.
Sheridan discussed the issue with our Dennis Welch on his show Politics Unplugged.
Well, I'm not saying I don't have any culpability in the ultimate what happened, but what I'm saying is that my involvement with this was very minimal.
Now, over the phone, Sheridan told me today that he insisted he wouldn't fight that federal monitor. Instead, he said he'd be open to the lines of communication, explaining he hopes to bring this chapter to an end. We should also mention we called, texted, and emailed Kamp this morning, hoping to talk to him. He still has not responded back.
All right, hoping to hear from him in the weeks ahead, perhaps. What about oversight? You've been reporting on this for so long. It's been going on for so many years. Any idea when that might end?
Yeah, this is just a massive issue of coming into compliance. There are more than 200 parts of this lawsuit that the sheriff's office needs to work on in this. But the more the focus more recently has been on that backlog of internal investigations. Just last Friday, the judge said he hopes to come into compliance with that part by March 2026. So still years out.
Gosh, and meanwhile, taxpayers, Maricopa County taxpayers, are on the hook for all of it.
Exactly right.
It's wild. Amy, thank you.
Let's check in with Vanessa Arise.